Greetings, sentient life forms. I am here to play Fortnite. I've played the game a little bit, as you can see, but now we're doing our own version of Fortnite OOF, because Fearless didn't. Loading onto the map, I definitely got a wave of nostalgia, much as everyone else playing or watching this video. I decided to go into Retail Row, because that was my OG drop, so I dived in. Yeah, that's basically all I got. While I was diving in, I realized my glider didn't match. That was definitely going to annoy me for the rest of this game. I decided to take over the doghouse since it was the best house in retail at the time. First chest in the doghouse gave me a drum gun, and then the second one gave me a purple pump. Things were already looking up. I'm a little bit embarrassed at how many shots I took to kill this one bot, but I was at a little bit of a high ping, so please give me some credit. There was a second one, so I shot him as well, and then this chest gave me a minigun. I was already going to win this game before I'd even started. After leaving the doghouse with some very good guns, I went over around retail looking for some more kills, so I rotated over to Crack House with a shockwave grenade. There was one person at Crack House. I was pretty sure he was a bot, so I shot him with the minigun anyways, and he almost killed me, but I still lived. After finishing off that kill at the Crack House, I went around retail looking around for some more loot. Nearby, I saw this one anime skin, so I shot down the Goku. I took a quick minute to loot off Retail Row. It took quite a while, so I'll stretch it into a time-lapse to save you, the viewers, some time. I screwed that voiceover so bad. I heard some gunfire in the distance, so I rotated over with some shockwaves and snuck into the tree's canopy. I don't think the guy saw me, as I was very sneaky with the bush, and then destroyed him with the minigun. He tried to run, but he died, like you will someday. After looting the essence of that man's soul, I rotated over to Dusty, looking for some more action. There was essentially nobody in Dusty. I think I arrived too late. Never mind, there was one AI bot who destroyed my bush, so I destroyed him with my pump shotgun, and then profited a grenade launcher off of him. This would prove to be a very good tactic. I was leaving Dusty, headed to Salty with a very, very good loadout for my behind. There was still one other player at Dusty who challenged me to a grenade launcher fight. I hit him once, and then decided to break the rules and pull out my pump shotgun and minigun. I very quickly won that fight. I went over to Salty because I heard a lot of gunfire, and I fired into the Crack House with the grenade launcher. I shot this one guy in the back, but he managed to temporarily escape. I snuck around the ruins of the Crack House, and noticed he was trying to heal with a medkit, so I dropped down and shot off his kneecaps. Heard more gun violence off in the distance and wanted to see what the commotion was, and fired my grenade launcher in their direction. I shot one guy and then managed to kill the other one with my grenade launcher. I told you it would be a good tactic for me to pick it up. Those 2 counts of violent manslaughter got me 10 kills. Thanks to visualized sound effects, I kept hearing gunfire in the streets of Salty. However, there was no one there. I think the game was fooling me, so I just took the golf cart and went around the map. I found my way back to Dusty, crashed my golf cart into a wall, and since there was no one there, I figured I'd wait for the supply drop on the map. I didn't really get any good guns, but I did get a grapple glove, which I liked for mobility, even though it isn't an OG item. I took towards the skies with the grapple glove and then made my way towards Tilted Towers, looking for some more action. I have a serious problem with violence. After doing way too many tricks, I finally decided to touch ground and made my way over. I could see it tilted in the distance. Oh no, a river! Whatever will I do to cross it? Time to make Jason proud and build a very well-protective cover bridge. My internet wasn't helping, but I was going to do it anyways. After a little building, I finally managed to complete the bridge. I left it there, for anyone who needed to safely cross the river, and then I took off with the grapple glove again. I landed on top of the big building and tilted, and to my surprise, there was basically nobody here, so I decided to loiter around until something interesting happened. I finally got to 200 health though. I'm not going to say how, you're going to have to guess. And basically nothing was happening still, so I just waited more. Finally, a form of action. There was an AI bot, but thanks to lag, I fell down and got hit by my own grenade. I was low, but I didn't have fear for that bot, so I shot him with the minigun. He got me down pretty good, but I finished the job eventually. Insert laser beam chug jug song. I didn't have anything to say about that last clip, but in this clip I found a very interesting lighting glitch. Whenever I looked to the left or right, it would randomly become brighter or darker. I thought that was interesting. Maybe see if it's still in the game. I flew over towards a plane and decided to take to the skies, looking for more players to kill. I flew for quite a while, and basically nothing happened. I almost landed in the same spot, but decided to keep flying for fun. I was very bored. To my surprise, while I was flying, I was sniped and got very panicked, so I decided to dive for the supply drop, hoping for some sort of shield or healing item. I didn't get one healing item. I relied on the stack of minis I had, but I replaced it for a rift to go. And then my plane started to be weird, so I couldn't fly it. It kept shooting into the air by itself. Obviously somebody noticed, because far off in the distance I noticed there was a bush on a quad crasher rushing towards me. I tried to jump in my plane, but it didn't work, so I had to fight this guy by hand. I got to some slightly better position, hoping I would get free from him, and then he started to shoot at me. I should have hit him with the minigun. I'm ashamed. He tried gliding towards me and building up, but I shot at him with the grenade launcher, because I don't like bullets here. I even shot off his bush, and I built one more 1x1. We both jumped over, I shot him with my shotgun, and then deleted him with the minigun. It was a very humbling kill. The purple pump served me well, but I think the gold one will do just a little bit better. I emerged from the box with some better health and noticed that it was a 1v1, so I journeyed around looking for the only other person in the match. I almost couldn't build up thanks to the 500 ping that kept coming back. I'm very obviously a Switch player. I saw the last guy hop out of a bush, and I built a very bad 1x1. I let him have it with the grenade launcher, and got him very badly low. I almost hit him with it. I almost finished him, but he built up. I shot him with the minigun, but thanks to my current internet, it wasn't doing very good. I knew I'd only have one chance to kill this man, so after shooting the space above him, I got the win. That made very much sense to me. Very nice to have a win on the first game. I was feeling very good, and I slow clapped on him for disrespect. I claimed some V-Bucks from the Battle Pass and then equipped the greatest skin of all time, the Taco Man. I set my sights on Frosty Flights and was ready to show other players my might. Joke's on me and my incredible rhyming, though nobody really dropped Frosty that game, so I had it all to myself. No, really, this is the entire clip of me at Frosty. Basically nothing happened, I just looted up. After equipping some very average guns, I jumped in a plane and left Frosty Flights. I set over to Greasy Grove looking for some violence. I have a problem. A few expert flight maneuvers later, and we are now at Frosty. I actually narrowly saw a guy down as a bush, but I couldn't shoot him because I didn't fly right. I also didn't really see anybody, so I just flew over. I noticed a bit of commotion at the Shack of Shame, so I fired on those AI bots and rammed this one with my plane. I really thought he was gonna die, but he didn't. So I dropped back in and accidentally let my plane go into the line of fire and let it take way too much damage, so I had to dismember my plane. I shot both of the bots like a normal person. After killing the bots, I drank a chug jug in the middle of the open like a real bot. Hopefully I wouldn't get sniped. One chug jug later, and I dived into Greasy looking to upgrade my blue guns to some purple guns. There was basically no one at Greasy. I even went over to check where I last saw that bush guy, but he was nowhere to be found, as expected. Out of the corner of my eye, I saw sniper glare and took the high ground over that one guy I saw. I tried to stick him with clingers, but I couldn't hit him because my game was very delayed, and not to help that he had a purple pump. I was probably gonna die, so I went down and faced him like a man, and died like a man. Unfortunately, he killed me, as I thought. And just to be sure, he did have a purple pump. Game 3 should go better. I was dropping in as Don Carlito. What do you mean the footage cuts here? When I was recording this, my phone decided to stop filming, so I didn't get the end of the game. I didn't win anyways, and that's the end of the video.